Good evening, boys and girls. Today we're going to visit the country of Canada. On the globe, here we are right here in the United States. Obviously, we're in South Carolina. The Atlantic Ocean is to the United States east, and on our west coast is the Pacific Ocean, and Canada is our neighbor to the north. Now, we will learn in one of the videos that Canada, most of the population is right here along our coast because it's so cold and icy that people don't live up here in the northern regions of the country. But if we wanted to travel to Canada, as you could see, we could drive to Canada. Though most of the countries we'll be visiting across the globe, in South America, the Bahamas, where we just left yesterday, the countries in Europe, Africa, and Asia, we couldn't drive. But with Canada, we can drive, which is a neat fact. So Canada is our neighbor to the north. The United States and Canada are friends. Both English and French explorers came to live in Canada. So Canada has two official languages. On our visit to Canada today, we will hear some people speaking French and some speaking English. Canada is a member of the Commonwealth of Nations. That means they honor the King or Queen of England as their leader. Victoria has invited us to go on a tour. We will meet her at a very special place that is shared by Canada and the United States. It is Niagara Falls, and you'll see Niagara Falls right here in the bottom of the poster. Niagara Falls is partly in the United States and partly in Canada. The water comes from the Great Lakes, goes over the waterfall, and then flows to the St. Lawrence Seaway. These waterways separate the United States from Canada. From Niagara Falls, Tori is taking us to the city of Toronto. You'll see Toronto, the skyline right there. It's the largest city in Canada. Canadian cities look very much like the cities in the United States, with tall buildings and busy streets. We will visit the famous CN Tower, one of the tallest buildings in the world. It stands 1,815 feet tall. That's really tall. Canadians celebrate many of the same holidays that are celebrated in England. In May, they celebrate the birthday of Queen Victoria. Their celebration includes cookouts and fireworks. During the month of November, Canadians wear red poppies on their shirts to honor the soldiers who have died during the wars. The flag of Canada is easy to recognize because it has a bright red maple leaf in the middle of the flag. You can see it right there. The Mounties are carrying it. In the fall, the leaves of the maple trees all across Canada turn red. The Native Americans and early settlers learned that the sap of the maple tree was good to eat and made maple syrup. In the plains or open lands of Canada, farmers grow wheat. They sell the wheat to the other countries to make foods like flour, bread, and cereal. I'm sure you eat lots of things with wheat in it, unless you have to eat gluten-free. Some police officers in Canada are called Mounties. You'll see the Mounties right there on the horses. Many years ago, these police officers wore hats and bright red jackets and were called Royal Canadian Mounted Police, or Mounties. The Mounties rode horses from place to place, keeping the peace between the settlers and the Native Americans, helping the new settlers, and delivering the mail. Today, the uniform of hats and red jackets are only worn for special occasions, and the job of the Mountie is to protect and help the people the same way the police officers do in the United States. So, that's our first trip to Canada. I'm going to give you the comprehension questions, which I will snap a picture of and post to Dojo. And then we will talk about a few more of the things in Canada in the next video. But for right now, I hope you guys are having a great evening. I'm sorry it took me this long to get the video to you. But here are your comprehension questions. Number 1. What country is our neighbor to the north? Here's the United States. This country is our neighbor to the north. We just learned about it. What's it called? Number 2. What is the name of the waterfall that is between Canada and the United States? Number 3. What city in Canada has the CN Tower, one of the tallest buildings in the world? And number 4. What is the name of the Canadian police officers who wore red coats and hats and rode horses? Alright, I'm looking forward to seeing another video. I'll see you in a bit. Bye.